Cardano has a lot of things going on right now. In today's video, I want to explain the latest things going on and the coming storm of adoption coming to Cardano. In today's video, we're going to be going over a quick Twitter thread, basically summarizing everything, but don't click off just because this is a Twitter thread, because there's a lot of important information to process here, and I'm going to give it to you very quickly so I don't waste too much of your time. First things first, Cardano's biggest update in a year, Vasil, is coming imminently, and it's coming through a hard fork combinator event. Right now, there's a lot of things waiting on that to happen. Basically, SPOs using the powered decentralization with Cardano to test things and be sure that we're ready for it, and it's coming very soon. I'm gonna guess within the next month. Now, also, this is a summary of Cardano's Vasil hard fork, basically all the things that are going from it and all the things that are going to be implemented. Essentially, I will leave this down in the description, but a lot of good things: lower fees, a bunch of different quality of life benefits, lower collateral, no collateral, a bunch of other things, reference inputs to speed up the overall throughput and improve the UX for everybody on. And also with Vasil comes a number of different benefits that we probably don't even know about now that we're going to see with dApps coming enabled by Vasil in the near future. An interesting aspect of this, as I mentioned earlier, is we're waiting for SPOs to upgrade to the latest version. Once we get to the 75% threshold here, the Vasil hard fork can be activated. Now, we haven't quite got there. This will happen when 75%, like I said, of the block producing nodes on Cardano are upgraded to this. But another number you can look at is just the main number of total stateful operators, which is 3,300, and look for 75% threshold there. If you want, I will leave a link down in the description to pooltool.io so you can actually see when we're getting close to 75%. Some things we get with Vasil are borrowing, lending, synthetics, stablecoins, yield aggregators, world-class trading platforms, identity solutions, music streaming, and a lot more. The network activity in general is going to explode, especially with the main things that you have on a smart contract layer or protocol, Cardano, being enabled during Vasil and really taken to the next level. Basically, with the Vasil upgrade, we're going to see not just Ethereum style dApps, but next level above Ethereum, above and beyond, past the capabilities of Ethereum's accounting system model and using Cardano's extended UTXO model. Another interesting piece of news is Muesli Swap taking everybody by surprise and coming out with an announcement saying that they're working on a lending platform with bond markets and also the trading of NFT loan bonds. So a lot of things coming out here on Cardano, and Muesli Swap, a DEX that really was one of the first ones on Cardano as an order book DEX, has been developing and making a lot of good things, and it's really nice to see. I did do a video on this, but we also have Indigo Protocol with synthetic assets introducing IUSD, a synthetic stablecoin, and with a lot different type of ideas and lower risks in a lot of cases for building a stablecoin and bringing it to Cardano. It really is a next level stablecoin. I'll leave the description a link to the video I did on it. It's 10 minutes, and it's pretty interesting to see how they're doing things. I'm very excited for their stablecoin, and I'm also be going to do a video on the JED stablecoin as well, which is an algorithmic stablecoin. But not only is Cardano's stablecoin ecosystem about to start booming after Vasil, so is already the book scene on Cardano, which you probably wouldn't expect, but a huge market is being built here with booktoken.io. I don't have any books personally, but I've seen a lot of good things come from this so far, this project, BookToken, and they are making essentially a whole new platform of books using the Cardano blockchain and taking advantage of the features you have of owning your own asset. A little bit more on NFTs. It's NFT Maker, or formerly NFT Maker, now NMKR, I don't really know how to say that, has partnered up with IOHK officially, and they are going to be not only trying to bring mass adoption to NFTs, but also identity platforms with NFT verification methods. Another nice thing to see is a debate about alternative reward sharing schemes, and it's alive and kicking. A bunch of IOHK scientists are weighing in, and this is good. We always want to see healthy debates on all types of different topics, from decentralization to rewards to everything else tweaked in the protocol to make it better for everybody. So seeing people debate this, people coming in, weighing the pros and cons, and really trying to take things to the next level is always good. Another really interesting thing that honestly kind of went overlooked in a lot of ways, I haven't seen much about it, is IOG introducing proof of useful work. basically enabling the direction of proof of work computing to solve actual real world problems while mining blocks, not just random, useless problems, but actually things that benefit using that computing power and aren't just wasting it. So it's useful. This would require those problems to be hard, but divisible into small but uniform steps. This thread will be linked down in the description. So if you want to check out any of the images or other things I may have skipped over, you can do so pretty simply by clicking the first link down in the description. Also, we have MinSwap building. MinSwap is a DEX that pretty much is the most prominent right now, I'd say, on Cardano. The one that I use most often. And they don't sit still. They're introducing more enhancements to the portfolio wallet interfaces, with new yields on MinSwap being the highest NFT Maker, Makasi, and Society plus Yummy. All very high yields. Myself, I've been staying away from the yield game for a little bit here, just sitting on the sidelines, but it's still interesting to see how much activity is going on over there with MinSwap. Also, if you're interested in it, the forthcoming Cardano stablecoin DEX, Ardana, is distributing their ISPO tokens via Toasty Drop. Myself, I have not covered this on the channel at all, but it's worth mentioning that there's probably people interested in this. So if you want to claim your ISPO tokens, definitely go ahead and check out this announcement and this thread from Ardana, because you may have some tokens to claim if you're staking with one of the eligible pools. Another thing, Orbis project, which I've made some videos on now, and I'll leave those linked down in the description as well, is really fighting for a good reason to have roll-up centric future on Cardano, and why it can take scaling to the next level. They have a white paper out, but also I did do 2 videos on them right here, infinite scaling and mass adoption scaling. I'll try to leave those linked down in the description, which cover a little bit of their arguments, but you can also read their white paper, which will be linked in this thread in the first link in the description below. Next, we have Liquid Finance and OptimFi, 2 DeFi protocols that are destined to be powerhouse, especially post-Facil on Cardano. Them partnering up is a massive step forward, especially because they're already 2 strong players together. Though they're going to be even stronger, and that's what we like to see. Collaboration is very good to see, especially with competition, but when you put those 2 things together, they're going to work together and make something for the end user that is hopefully very, very helpful and very, very useful. That's the idea. I do think that will be the thing, and I do think this is going to be one of the driving dApps in Cardano that bring a ton of liquidity in. Something to mention, which a lot of people in Cardano probably are interested in also, is that Liquid Finance will allow to run their entire infrastructure locally, meaning you can run it supporting local Cardano nodes. And this team really gets the idea of decentralization. Quickly, some Cardano statistics. 71.5% of Cardano is staked. Also, if you want, you can stake with the Jack stake pool. Just throwing that out there to earn passive ADA on your ADA. There are 3.5 million wallets, of which 1.2 million are delegated back into the Cardano network. That makes up for 71% of all stake. And there's 2,000 to 3,000 new wallets a day. A lot of these from dApps likely, but still a lot of wallets. And over 125,000 ADA worth of fees per day. A lot of that going to the treasury to fund future development. Rewards per epoch are now at 10.4 million, down 26% from 100 epochs ago. ADA is getting very scarce at this point, even in rewards sectors. And the Nakamoto coefficient, how decentralized is Cardano, is sitting around at 23 compared to Ethereum and Bitcoin being around a 3 or a 4. Another Cardano DEX, Wing Riders, is making improvements to their exchange as well. Bunch of UI, UX improvements, and also boosting the WRT vault and highest regular farming yields compared to MinSwap, which we talked about a second ago, are 63%, 55%, and 36% on these following pairs. Not quite as high, but still some decent yields if you're into that type of stuff. Then we also have one more DEX, Sunday Swap, heads down working, bringing a new user interface soon, and they recently showcased their L2 governance solution. Governance, something we definitely want to see in a DEX. More decentralization, more outcasts to the community to put back on the protocol. What's going to happen, how it's going to run is definitely good, and they did do a monthly update as well. It seems that a lot of people are overlooking lending pawn and fluid tokens. We already have NFT collateralized borrow lending dApps built on Cardano, and right now over a 3 million in all-time volume has been done on these platforms, and they are hiring. Ladder added support for non-NFT native tokens as collateral, making it a full-fledged lending platform. Another interesting announcement is the Cardano Summit is coming once again. This time it is going to be in Europe in I don't know how to say that word, Switzerland. And last year, this brought a bunch of hype to Cardano. We had a whole virtual event, a summit, NFTs combined with it that may have taken a while to get here, but it's definitely exciting to see for the Cardano community. Another event coming that you can go to and participate in either virtually or live. And that's it for today's video and today's update on the latest for Cardano. Thank you, Cardano Will, for such a great thread, and I hope this was useful to anyone out there who didn't want to read. And if you do want to read, the thread will be linked down in the description. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. It's been your friend Jack. Peace out.